you about the upcoming events in the neighborhood. This weekend, check out Rush 1v1. Win 4 games in a row for a chance to earn exclusive Rush apparel, VC, and more. On Wednesday, meet your competition in the cages, because all day long, you can jump high and earn double rep. Next weekend.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. The bright lights and tall buildings of downtown Los Angeles setting the scene for us here tonight. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up. Along with Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We're excited to have with us 2-time NBA scoring champion, Shaquille O'Neal.
Hey,
Shaq,
Kevin.
how are you?
I'm doing fine. Hey, Greg, what's going on? Greg, you got some of that when I was scoring champ, huh?
Oh, man.
Got some of those battles.
I always tell the story. We were playing the Lakers in the conference finals. I was with the Blazers, and Shaq had the ball. You know, like big fellas down there, so you got to go down and try to swipe the ball from him. So I go down, and I swipe as hard as I can, right, to try to knock the ball. He doesn't even feel it. I popped my shoulder out of place.
Oh, no.
True story. And so I didn't want anybody to know I was hurt. So I just, like, signaled to the coach, hey, you know, I'm going to come out for a minute. I got to go to the bathroom. I ran in the hall.
Popping your shoulder
Man, I ran in the
back there.
hall. I was crying like a baby.
Oh.
True story, man. Big fella, he's strong.
And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Tuesday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Kevin, thanks very much. In this era of player empowerment, no aspect is more important than their determination to make sure their voices are heard. As continued cases of social injustice come to light, they refuse to simply shut up and dribble, if you get my meaning. Instead, they're using their platform to affect change. Kevin, it's a movement among some very determined players.
Much needed indeed, David. Thank you. Of course, you know as well as anyone, Shaq, mental toughness is a gigantic asset in this league. You look at today's players, and there are some that appear to be unfazed by pressure.
I call this the frown and the smile. It's one guy that smiles a lot when you try to pressure him. That's Luka Doncic. He'll hit you with a move, shoot the jumper in your face, hit you with a smile. Then there's the frown. Kawhi Leonard could do the same thing, but he'll hit a big shot, and he won't give you no expression. The frown and the smile, Kevin. The frown and the smile. Reminds me of Ernie and Kenny up there.
So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Adebayo. Jimmy Butler is out there with Trevor Ariza. Then it's Robinson, and it's Nunn in at the point. And for the Lakers, Andre Drummond is out there with Morris. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the 2-guard spot. Butler on the wing. 3-pointer. The Lakers with the rebound. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
It was a terrific performance we got a chance to watch. They got into a nice rhythm and made smart adjustments along the way.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Offensive rebound. Drummond in the post. Ariza covering, and it's Drummond missing.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Shots good by Butler. Well, we know a big part of a center's job is rim protection. Outside the pivot, Shaq, who stands out to you in guarding that rim, erasing shots, blocking shots? Who's that guy?
Well, the name that comes to mind right away is Jonathan Isaac. 6'11" forward coming into his own as a defender and a shot blocker. Let's see, from the guard's point of view, Jrue Holiday, old school defender. Kent Bazemore, Derek White, they can all give you 40-plus blocks in a season.
You know who's pretty good, too, is McCollum up at Portland.
Yes, he's really good.
All the guys under 6'7" in the league, he's number one at blocking shots among guards. Puts it up off the inbound, and the shot is good.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
For Miami, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Floats it up for Adebayo, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
Wonderful play. With that long wingspan and huge hands, Adebayo catches and finishes with ease.
Here's Schroeder. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
They are out of rhythm, 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
Ball's knocked loose. Oh, and here comes Schroeder all alone. Caldwell Pope for 3. That one misses. And Miami the other way now. Last time they met was in Miami.
And really brought an impressive physicality to that matchup, drawing a ton of fouls and, of course, went on to win it.
They forced the issue and made the defense hack them to death last game. I'm sure they'll try to mirror that same attack in this one.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And that free throw good from none.
And with the draft age potentially going back to 18, the league getting more involved in player development. In Europe, players can turn pro at 16, Shaq. Will things get closer to that, you think, in the U.S.?
I mean, I don't understand the rules sometimes. Just think about it. Kids can make money flipping burgers but not playing basketball. You know, everybody wants the kids to get education, but I think if you can do both, why stop them?
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Adebayo sends it back. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Caldwell Pope outside. And the pass to Schroeder. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. None against Schroeder. None, that's good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Kuzma, following the score by Miami. Here's Morris. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Well, Shaq, one of your more famous quotes of late has been, rings, Ernie, rings. All joking aside, is the number of titles a player wins the best measurement for where they stand in history?
I think it's a piece of the pie, but it's a large piece. It's a good tiebreaker when comparing greats to other greats. It was always the standard of what a great player should be. And
a championship is a championship no matter.
No matter what. And I didn't make the rules. I just try to abide by them. But, yeah, I think the more rings, the more you could say how great you were.
And I think it's a good point because it's all relative. Because, you know, Bill Russell's got 11, but most people would say Michael getting 6 in his era was the equivalent to that. And then you could go a step further with Kobe and you know, having 5, you having 4 because of free agency and the impact of that. So I do think it's, as Shaq said, it does matter because great players win championships, but there are other metrics that you have to look at as well.
Here's Hero. A 14-point game for him in the win against Portland. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game. Wesley Matthews checked in for Caldwell Pope.
Wesley Matthews.
Pass to Hero. And he dunks it down.
The athleticism plus the mobility. Tyler Hero is someone who drives well inside.
Passes to Caruso. There's 1:47 left to play here in the first. Here's Gasol. It's hauled in by Achua. Miami leading by 3.
And it becomes an iconic sight, Shaq. Your statue decorating the Staples Center, immortalized in bronze. It's so impressive. What was that like?
You know, I just got to spend the day with former teammates, coaches, Laker legends. It's a special feeling. Every time I look up, it just, brings back memories. I just want to thank the organization.
Shaq gets very emotional on this. You notice this? He is it's a couple times now that
Jerry
we've
West,
seen you.
Magic Johnson.
This is very sad, even for us as your co-broadcasters here. We're even shedding a tear.
Kevin, why don't you give him a big hug?
Come here.
Lamar Odom.
Oh, Shaq.
Devin George.
Big hug. You're right. They did big.
Mike Penberthy.
Mike Penberthy.
Yes, he was a shooter.
I know. I
in the
remember.
corner for 3.
The Lakers with the ball. After the miss from Goran Dragic. Here's Caruso. Iguodala with the steal. Right side Dragic. Now here's Achua. D right on him. Dragic the pass to Hero. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. But they get it back. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Here's Caruso. Here's Harrell. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Heat lead by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Bit earlier, we had a chance to chat with Kyle Kuzma, who loves playing alongside so much talent.
For me, it's super cool just to learn, sit back, watch, but also compete against these guys. That's something that I want to do. So to be around those guys and be in the foxhole with those guys is it's pretty incredible.
Well, Kuzma Greg has certainly learned a lot, proficient at the offensive end, and adding more to his game every day.
Yeah, I mean, he's been focused on improving the defense and rebounding, and much of that is due to the players he's been surrounded by.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
On the floor for Miami, we've got Hero. Achua is out there with Bielitsa. Then there's Dragic, and it's Strus in at the small forward position. Here's Hero. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
And with the teams nowadays going up tempo, Shaq, some big men are trying to slim down to keep pace. If you were playing right now, would that be you? Would you follow that?
No, I'd still be a super heavyweight.
Yeah.
Barbecue chicken alert. That'll be my strict diet. Any little post that wants to shoot jumpers and play me, I'm going to eat them for lunch, breakfast, and dinner, and snacks.
Here's Hero. After Wesley Matthews' score, pass to Achua. Here's Hero. He's covered by Matthews. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
And let's take a look now at the stats for Goran Dragic. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 8 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
platoon swap here for the Lakers. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Adebayo is checked in for Achua. Ariza comes in for Bielitsa. Butler, he's checked in for Hero. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Goran Dragic. Now here's Schroeder playing Brooklyn. He was nearly unstoppable. And Butler sends it back.
One of the most versatile defenders we have in the league. Butler's reach also allowed him to get that block.
And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And here's Caldwell Pope. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Nets in Brooklyn.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
Nunn passes to Butler. Loads it up for Adebayo. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
With an advanced understanding of the game, Butler reads the floor perfectly.
Boy, in your highlight reel, Shaq, so many incredible plays, but if you had to select one play that you'd call your favorite, do you have it?
Glad you asked me that question. My favorite moment in Orlando was going coast to coast in Orlando.
Yeah, that's right.
When I dunked on David Robinson in the All-Star game.
Yeah,
when I destroyed the rim at the Meadowlands. So
I was thinking of the alley-oop from Kobe when you guys got us in Game 7. The year you won your first title. That was a play I didn't like.
Well, you should have rotated on defense then.
He's off on the first.
Multi-time All-Star Andre Drummond is still very young and continues to polish his craft.
And Miami making a change here. Robinson's checked in. No good on the second free throw. The Heat leading by 3. There's the pass to Nunn. Outside Robinson. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Good work defensively by Morris.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Shaq, you stay very involved with the game, hang out with a lot of the players, talk with coaches. You go to many games. Name some personalities that you enjoy the most, guys you like hanging around with.
Well, I hang around with everybody, but the few guys shaped my mentality. The gentleman next to you, he doesn't know this, but I knew that when he was in college, he already had a T-shirt business, a real estate license. So I really learned the business from him. Then it was D. Scott. D. Scott taught me to, just have fun and be silly. Alonzo taught me to be serious and be more focused. Hanging out with LeBron and Kobe. I'm just happy to have the ability to just be blessed and just meet so many people.
That's a varied list.
That is.
And a nice compliment to you.
It's an honor to be on that list.
Yes, I'm right. There's the first name on the list.
You didn't know I knew about the real estate,
I
did you?
didn't.
Yeah, I bought a house and you overcharged me for the interest, but that's okay.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Look, he's a guy who will never shy away from the physical aspect of the game. That's why they call him Jimmy Butler.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Trevor Ariza. That free throw good from Butler.
Overcoming many obstacles in his path to the NBA, Jimmy Butler has greatness in him. I think that's helped him rise to every challenge.
Now here's Schroeder. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Kuzma kicks it over to Schroeder. Over Nunn. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds in the game. Butler, that falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Butler's got 5 points in the quarter.
And credit the upper body strength of Butler, part of what makes him a great finisher inside.
Nunn against Schroeder. He kicks it to Drummond. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Caldwell Pope. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 7 rebounds in the game. Shaq, thanks for coming by. Entertaining as always. Happy to have you on the program. You have an open share anytime you want to join us.
Anytime, Kevin. My pleasure. Whenever you guys need me, just give me a call. If I'm not doing icy hot Krispy Kreme or the Journal Insurance, you just give me a call.
Other than that, you'll be free?
Yeah, I'll be free.
That's good to know. And, Steve, there are people who have to focus on one thing to get it right, yet Shaq can execute so many things at a high level at the same time.
You're so right, Kevin. We know he's one of the best to ever put on a uniform. A lot of people always talk about his offense, but he made second-team all-defense 3 times. He can do it all on the court and now in the broadcasting booth.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Now, here's Butler. 20 points for him last game against Portland.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
And again, it's the Heat missing.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Heat out front. They're up by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. And making the long walk back from the courtside broadcasting booth, the esteemed and somewhat winded Shaquille O'Neal.
Very funny.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye, Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And Nunn has got the ball here for Miami. They lead by 1. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All filled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for the Lakers right now, they've got Markieff Morris, Caldwell Pope out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Drummond in at the center position. And for Kentavious Caldwell Pope, he's best when he lets the game come to him, when he's not forcing shots, not making things tough on himself, not making tough passes. You know, Smitty, a simple approach does wonders for him.
Kevin, you applaud the maturity of KCP to realize that. He knew he needed to change his game to improve. Focusing on making the easy play has made him a very valuable member of this team.
And it's tied up with that one. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Lakers shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. Caldwell Pope outside. Lakers passing it around. Here's Kuzma. Good on the three-point shot. Kuzma's got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
When Kuzma is this focused, he shoots it so well, even outside his comfort zone.
Left side Ariza. He dishes it to Butler. Three-pointer. That one's not going to go. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Caldwell Pope against Butler. Kuzma outside. Schroeder finds Kuzma. Shot, high post. It's hauled in by the Heat.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Caldwell Pope passes to Kuzma. Here's Schroeder. Sinks that one from the post. Schroeder's got 6.
He has a wiry frame, but he's stronger than he looks. Schroeder, unafraid of contact, able to complete the play.
Down low, here's Dragic. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Schroeder finds Drummond. Morris with the ball. He's covered by Bielitsa. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got the lead, back up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Dragic against Schroeder. Dragic the pass to Strus. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Achua's got it all tied up now for Miami.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Morris. Lays it up off the glass. Morris has got 4 points in the quarter.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead, and they should count themselves to be lucky.
Shot's good by Hero.
We see it almost nightly. Hero is underrated in terms of his ability to score inside.
Dragic against Schroeder. Pass to Drummond. Schroeder, left side. Morris trying to free himself up, and that one's good. Schroeder's got the lead up to 2 now for the Lakers. For Miami, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. No good there. Good D by Drummond. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
And Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
There's 1:38 left in the third quarter of the game. It's good. Bjelica's got his first points of the night.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And the Lakers call time here. We always like to break down the league leaders at their respective positions, so check out this group of small forwards with the highest field goal percentages since All-Star. Second, Jimmy Butler.
And that tells you about their ability to slash through the defense and get to the hoop effectively. I mean, because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of a percent.
And I don't think there's a player on that list who can't also light it up from the outside. Every one of those guys is a hot streak just waiting to happen.
Miami trailing.
And as much as he commands attention on the court, Jimmy Butler content to skip the spotlight when he's off it.
You know, GA, nothing has come easy in his career for Jimmy Butler. All he does is puts his head down and works and works and works. And because of that work ethic, he has become an all-star. Love watching his progression.
So the wing on the left. From 13, and it's Harrell missing.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
And that one's good by Butler.
And all second half, they haven't gotten stops with any consistency.
Lakers trail by 3. To stop the run. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound. Iguodala. Rejected by Gasol.
Gasol with those long arms is a shot blocking expert, especially down low. Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
To the paint. With 4 seconds on the clock. Here's Horton Tucker. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And a chance here to just double-check the ruling on the floor. I wasn't sure if he got it off in time or not, so I appreciate the second look as well.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Heat. They stormed through the end of the quarter on a 9-0 run. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for the Heat, Kendrick Nunn out there with Robinson. And there's Iguodala. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Butler in at the 3. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Harrell.
If you're the defender, a scary sight is to have Montrezl Harrell coming downhill.
Here's Caruso. Outside Matthews. Over Robinson. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Basket good. Gasol's got his first points in this one.
At 7'1", it is hard to keep Marc Gasol off the glass.
Passes it to Adebayo. Feeds it to Butler. Five to shoot. Here's Nunn. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 4 assists in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Caruso looking for an opening. Floats it up there for Harrell. And Adebayo sends it back.
Huge block by Adebayo. Plays the game with aggression and shows no mercy.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
And the Lakers call time here.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
So both teams making some changes here. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during that last timeout, I listened to Frank Vogel talk to his team. He told them this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin, by my count, that's 5 cliches.
This is a go-to shot for Kuzma. He does not flinch from mid-range.
Nunn against Schroeder. Floats it up for Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Love the eye contact by Jimmy Butler and his teammate before he rolls up for that alley-oop.
Here's Caruso, guarded by Robinson. Nobody near Schroeder. Off target from three-point range. The Heat leading by 5. Outside Robinson. Pass to Nunn. Left side Ariza. All alone. And another basket for Miami.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The Lakers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Kuzma outside. Back to Schroeder. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Kuzma against Butler. Kuzma right side. And Butler sends it back. And he gets it back. And they'll keep possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Andre Drummond's checked in for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope comes in for Alex Caruso. For Miami, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Kuzma against Butler. That shot missing. Good D by Drummond. Lakers trail by 7. Here's Schroeder, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
This is where the point guard position is going. Dennis able to manufacture points in critical moments.
Ariza, right side. Here's Adebayo. From down in the low post, it goes. Adebayo's got the lead up to 7 now for Miami. And Los Angeles guys shooting 43% from the field. Schroeder surveying the floor. Over Ariza. And it's Schroeder missing.
Well, this is where he's inconsistent, and that can slow down your team's momentum.
Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skills, but he's had the benefit of great coaching.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're trailing by 9. A minute 50 left here in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jimmy Butler.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Morris trying to free himself up, and with that, the Heat lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Schroeder. He'd have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. With the floater, shot's good from Butler. Butler's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Heat.
It's important for Jimmy Butler to knock down the floater. Guys are playing up against him. You drive it, you don't want to get all the way, shoot the floater.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Nunn against Schroeder. Nunn can't get it to fall. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Lakers. The pass to Drummond. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Nunn. .55 seconds left in the fourth. This is to Butler. Now Caldwell Pope.
This has reached desperation time for him.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on.
At the line for your Lakers, Dennis Schroeder, taking 2 shots.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
He drops the first one, and that trims the lead to 6.
And you know, Dennis Schroeder, from the moment he came into the league, showed tremendous confidence. He's never been the type to back down.
And they double up Butler. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Just 4 to shoot. From the corner. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 5. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
And on the defensive end, they'll have to foul whomever gets the ball. No time left to be picky.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's a wrap. Those free throws being the nail in the coffin.
Schroeder kicks to Caldwell Pope, and here's Morris for 3. They get it back. From deep 3-point range, can't connect. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Jimmy, you have not been shy about setting the bar high for this team defensively. Now, how do you think you did at that end tonight?
We did our thing tonight. We came out, put bodies on guys. Basketball is a game of runs, and they got some great scores, but in the end, we did what we were supposed to do.
You got the last run, and that's what matters. Thanks, Jimmy. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long, everyone.